G'day, hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel, and today we're doing the Collage Weekly Planner assignment number 13. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. If you haven't seen the Margarete Miller assignments before, you can check out her website, margaretemiller.com, or the Etsy shop, which is Mellow Miller, and you can download either the actual planner, the full planner that Margarete has designed, or you can order the actual book, or just the prompts. So basically you get a bunch of prompts and you can then create a collage based on those prompts. And so we're up to week 13 this week. So these are all the previous ones I've done, and there is of course a video for each of them. So yes, this is all the weeks so far. 9, 10, 11, 13. Quickly trying to skip over the fact that I haven't done 12. I didn't have anything for week 12's prompts. So the prompts for this week are, well, the hashtag is 2022 CWP 13. So if you put that hashtag in, you'll be able to see all of the videos that come out over the coming week for that hashtag. And what you need to do your collage this week is a poem, a bird, a measurement, stitching, either real, drawn or stamped, and repeated rubber stamping, and the bonus is a portion of a used envelope. And you can use the bonus as an extra into your collage, or you can use it to swap out something if you don't have or don't want to use. This week's are all pretty easy. We should all have not too much trouble with any of those. So I'm just going to tear them out with the ruler. I don't, obviously most of us who do these as prompts only don't do the planner. Some people do the collage in the planner, but most of us just collage on anything that we like, usually our own sort of book. I'll get rid of that line as well. Okay, so it's got half of it, but we can cover that up with something else. Okay, so this week, a poem. I have this poem here. I found this on Graphics Fairy. So it is the linnet, and we have a picture of a linnet to go with it. So this is the bird. This is, I believe, is actually a linnet. And this came from a book that the Graphics Fairy Karen had in her collection, but it didn't have a date, it didn't have titles or an author. So I've tried to search this poem and there doesn't seem to be any record of it. So I think it was just a little bird book, and the person who collated the pictures of the birds or drew the pictures also wrote some poems because she couldn't find any record of the author of the poem. So the linnet, where the boughs grow thick and bowery, where the banks are wild and flowery, in green copse or meadow lane, you may hear the linnet's strain, sweet and low, a silvery whistle, ceasing at a step or rustle, turning soon to sounds of woe, if he sees a passing foe. Thus among the thick leaves sitting, or through tangled branches flitting, carols is his changeful tune, all the summer afternoon. Shy and gentle, meek and lonely, loving home and quiet only, rest and peace this world would find, were men but of the linnet's mind. So that's my poem for today. So that's poem and a bird. Done. Okay, measurement. I always bring these out, but I don't know, I never seem to use them. I have a whole heap of these stickers, came from Your Creative Studio, but I think the green ones are quite, oh, that little see-through one's quite nice. So I might use one this time. I've also got this and this that's been in my stash cut out for a while that I've never used. So I don't know whether measurement, I mean, this is a tape measure and the units of measurement, but a measurement would normally say, well, okay, how long is that? So I mean, we could measure something and then put the amount in. I'm not too sure. Stitching, real or drawn. So I have these. I've got this picture where she's doing embroidery or actually possibly stitching up clothes, you know, like repairing them. So there's a basket of clothes there, and she's obviously maybe repairing a hole or something like that. So she's definitely stitching. And I've also got these that I downloaded from Etsy, and they're from Paper Daisy Journals. So some scans of some doilies, which I thought were rather sweet. So we'll find something from there we might like to use. Repeated rubber stamping. Okay, well, because she said repeated and not just rubber stamping, I was looking for something that's got repeated patterns. So we've got all of these patterns that I found previously, and so many different ones that we could use in there. And I'm thinking this one because that might represent stitching as well, so I might do that around the edge. And then the bonus, the portion of a used envelope. Oh, I have this envelope. I don't know, it came with a whole bunch of stamps and maps, I think. I don't know what the Hermit of Rocky Cave, Vincent van Gogh, has got to do with anything. I don't understand, but it's, you know, crinkled, it's been sealed. I've checked in the light, there's nothing in it, but I liked the Australian gum leaf. That is, it says here, the Tasmanian blue gum, southern blue gum, Tasmania's floral emblem from 1962. So I thought that was quite nice. So we've got all our pieces. So then it's just a case of, well, do we want anything extra? So I do also have this bird, which I found, well, there's 3 the same, so we don't necessarily need 3. I've also got this bit of napkin, and this napkin, so I picked out some bird ones that I've got, and I've got these birds. Yeah, so there's quite a few nice birds amongst that little lot. Plenty of birds. And then for extra stamping, I've also got this one of feathers. One missing apparently, but that's okay, we'll just use one of the others. And another feather in here, and there's another bird. I must have some feather stamps somewhere. So I think, I mean, I've got other birds there too, but I think we can use what we've got here. It's a case of whether we have this picture and the linnet, or it depends on what we end up using as the focal point. Not too sure whether we can get all of them in. So I could maybe just use that half. So we've got the lady sewing, and looks like she's trying to do some sewing as well. Not sure what's going on here. So that half of it, possibly. I don't really want the writing. I don't think the writing's got much to do with anything. Just tear that off. Got that. I think this one actually goes with these bright colours quite well. That might be best cut out, I think. We'll probably tear this out, I think. Oh no. Did I cut his beak off? I think I did, just slightly. I'm not sure that looks any good. But I'll just print it out again. We'll see. Alright. I might, well, I'll cut this out back in a moment. Alright, so I've printed it out again for 2 reasons. One, everything else is pretty much in rectangle shape, so I'm going to start off with that, and I lost his beak, which I didn't like, so I'm going to start with the rectangle shape and see if you like that. Okay, and I've inked everything in gold actually. There's a bit of gold edge on this one, so I thought we'll do it all in gold, and then we'll see what we can make of it. Printed it out, well, I thought I printed it out slightly smaller, but not much smaller. That doesn't seem to have worked, so we'll see how we go. Oh, I've got to do stamping as well, so should we do stamping in the background, I'm thinking. Now let's just see what we can fit on here and where it's all going. It's going to be a sort of a unusual collage for me. All rectangles, which is a bit odd. Maybe they can be, shouldn't be looking at the bird. Not sure that the stamp really goes with, yeah, no. And then this one's going to go behind there. I don't think they're actually doing embroidery, but they could be. Might put the... We don't have to use the envelope. We can put it down there, I suppose. Okay, something along those lines. I'd like to be able to see the poem just in this particular instance. Okay. Alright, so very kind of ordinary measurement. We've got stamps to do and measurements. Okay. Green, yellow, muggles. It's got muggles on it. I like the orange, it matches the thing, matches the bird. That one's quite nice. Or we could use this one and have a nice bit of colour behind. And do some stamping on this perhaps, so it goes up here. Like that. No. Alright, not the green. Looks too modern. Probably going to have to go vintage, I think. So what's this? We'll just tear the peg off, I think. Or maybe we should use this so it matches the rest. Right, so I've got that. The yellow matches in quite well. I think it goes that way. Maybe it goes that way. It looks funny that way. Over there. Let's try this over here. No, I only like it over here. Okay, goes there. Stamp was going down here. We can make the linnet a little bit smaller. We could probably do the poem a bit smaller too if we take off its, but I like the border around it. Right, we're going to take off a bit more of this so that we can get the tape measure at the bottom. This will ink it as well. I don't know which part's being seen. Okay, so that's going down the bottom so that we can see that. It takes it off the top too, but we'll leave that. Alright, the linnet's slightly smaller. It's going there. Actually, I think I probably like that over that side. That's going up here. And that's going behind them. Alright, so now we just have to, that's just going to be a very simple one over here. Just going to have those pieces on there. Maybe some stamping. So we've got the feathers. So would we do it in gold? And we need something down here. Might just use another piece of doily, I think. Okay, normally I would stamp underneath, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to stamp over the top, probably in gold. Last time I did gold, didn't really stand out, but so I might have to do gold and brown mixed together. So we're going to start gluing things down. Well, actually I might just glue these down to start with. Let's just give this a bit of gold edging. This one's going in the right corner. This was going here. That's going up the corner here. And they're going here. Somehow. Doesn't seem quite right anymore. So I'm going to move this over here. And this comes up there. There, it goes down. Not quite sure how this went. What was going up here? I know that. Yep. It's going to go there. Not sure, I might prefer a long one like this one down here. I think it goes with it a lot better. Could have used that one, but probably going to use this one, I think. It's going to just go under here towards the top. Okay. Alright, and I think it's the bird next. So the bird's just going to go in there, the poem in sight. There we go. Probably moved it down a touch because now that's yeah, we don't want it to be too much in line with another one. So we're going to take it down and cover up that ink actually. Cover up that flower. Okay, and then we can put the bird up here. It's a bit thicker, we're going to use some hard glitter glue. And we've got two birds. We've got the linnet and the dove. Okay, we've got the dove twice. Double measure. And then she's going to go up here, looking down at it. Just going to pop that there. Oh, don't know about that. We'll see. Pop this one down. Just there, I think. Put it in a bit and then, yep. Okay. And then the piece of envelope. Yep, it's just going to go there. And then we're just going to do a bit of stamping. Well, we're going to do gold, that gold around the edge first. I'm not too sure about the feathers. Not really sure there's that much room, although we could do it on the linnet poem. Yeah, maybe that. Now it's a browny gold. It's a brown, so let's do this brown colour. And with a bit of red mixed in. Oh, is that copper colour? So a bit of the copper colour. And a bit of reddy colour. And some brown. Well, that's probably taken most of it off. We'll see. Let's just go with that. Let's just put it in here. Go off the page. Oh, well, we're going to have to make it go. No, we're going to leave it on here. Because we're going to do the dashes around the edge. Oh yeah, that's okay. Down there maybe. Do it the same. Bit of this. Don't know whether the red affected it or not. Put that down here. Okay, well, you can't see it on the brown, but that's okay. Okay, all right. I wonder whether we should. Okay, so we're looking at doing the one that looks like that looks like stitching too. If we did that, probably do it in black. Or this straight stitch. Okay, let's just try this copper colour. I'm going to try it on a piece of paper first and see if I like it. Not really. Alright, let's try gold. Seems it's going on the white, it might show. Otherwise we'll just use the ordinary vintage photo brown thing. Oh no, I like the gold. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get that nicely on here. Okay. Oh, well, it's more random looking anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfectly neat, does it? Okay, and then I'm going to have to write to the top. Yeah. Okay, I think that's better anyway. It's actually making a better imprint, even though it's not straight. Okay. Oh, we might do some around here, shall we? All right. It was a little bit trickier than expected, slightly. Okay. Well, we've got kind of like a stitched border, which I think is okay. Just gonna shade in some of the background, sort of like sky. Don't know why, just felt like it. Where else? I think that's okay. I might do some in here. Move it around to get to this side. All right, I think I've done colouring in. That was fun, colouring in. This is actually the next day. This is Sunday, and I was just finishing up editing my video when Leigh from Leigh's Art Studio, her video popped up. I thought, oh, I'll just have a look at that just before I load mine up. And she reminded me, washi tape. I always forget washi tape. And I just think that because I've got a lot of rectangles, it looks so good when Leigh put her little pieces of washi tape on hers. So I'm going to take my inspiration from Leigh. Oh, I quite like some of that blue and that red. So just looking for colours that sort of match in. Also got this beautiful, which I always forget about. Look at this. Oh, could have used this. Oh, I like that. And let's just tear some of that off. I'm going to put that up in there in the corner. It'll just meld into the page once it's glued down. So that will be nice, I think, to finish that off. This came from, pretty sure this came from Donna from BelieveCottageCraft. Yeah, I've had lots of yummy goodies from Donna. She's on Etsy, so you've got to keep an eye out as to what she has on her website, on her Etsy shop, because you just never know what she's going to get in. So I periodically check, and I believe there's currently a discount running, 20% off all of Donna's goodies in her shop. I think it runs till April sometime, so check that out. Now I don't want to cover up that, so I'm going to have to go underneath the branch, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe I can use that somewhere else. I'm going to have to just use the bird. There. Well, it sort of disappears, so it should be alright. There you go. It's just a tiny bit. Oh, it's too late now. Yeah, staying on. Okay. One thing about this glue stick, it's very sticky. If you want it to stick, it sticks. Alright, I quite like that. Plenty of birds on this one. So where can we can stick some of these down, these bits. We don't want to waste those. Just going to randomly put them around and about. Meld in. There we go. Love the way it just disappears into the page. Can't even tell it's where the edges are. Okay, so that's that. And I've got this little bit here. Put it down here. Yeah, it's got birds there. That's probably a good spot for it. You can tell where the glue's not, because it doesn't disappear when it's not glued. Okay. So I've got this turquoise and it's got a bit of yellow in it, which matches the colour scheme. So we're going to use maybe some of this. Little birds. Let's start. Oh, the trouble is if you tear that in half, you're going to lose the birds. Don't really want them to be half a bird. Maybe we just stick that down there with a tape measure. And I might need 3. Let's have one at the top somewhere. So thinking of 3 made me smile. You should check out Leigh's Margarete Miller. She had to do it 3 times. I don't know why. I haven't found out why yet. Just watched her video and she says, oh, this is the 3rd time, and she shows you doing it that she'd actually done. When she said she did this video 3 times, I don't know, I'm thinking, well, how do you do that? But she actually did the actual collage 3 times. You get to see the other 2 that she made beforehand, a little quick squizzy of it. I don't know whether I like this here, so I'm just going to pop it there and see if I like it. Yes, so she did it 3 times. I mean, oh my goodness, how frustrating. I couldn't handle that. I like this dark blue because I think I want to bring in some of that dark contrast. So I might be going a bit overboard with the washi tape idea. Maybe this one we can tear these ones in half. Yeah, so oh my goodness, Leigh, what happened? Let us know what's going on. Yeah, I think Leigh did it at an angle. I think that looked better. Maybe we'll just make this one a bit smaller and do that one at an angle so that it's not all straight lines. It's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. And a little bit here. So I'm not sure if I like that one. Let's see if we can get it off without damaging anything. Yeah, that's better. I think that's just too heavy for that page. Yeah, it is quite thick when you use the thick ones. It is a bit thick, isn't it? Let's just try putting it here. Okay, and right there. Okay, so we've got our washi tape in. Thank you, Leigh. Oh, I did want to put some little bit of red. See, I don't know if I like this one. Take this one off. Maybe we'll have a bit of red. I know you're supposed to have 3. I might end up taking those all off. Yeah, no, I don't like those. Okay, sorry, little birdies. Maybe there's too many birdies. Okay, let's have some of this cute. Oh, it's like another gum nut thing that goes the same as this, except it's red. Similar. Yeah, let's have some red pops. Pop down here. A little bit under the limit maybe, or here. And some, maybe some on this side. There's no red on this side. There. And probably going overboard with the washi tape. It's either it either rains or it pours, you know. Why is it either it rains or it pours? It either, anyway. Okay. Alright, we've got yeah. That's upside down for some reason. I don't know why. But for me, it should be the other way up. I find that a bit odd as to why that should be the case, but it is apparently. Okay. Alright, we'll play with washi tape. And because it's got quite a bit of gold, I was actually going to splatter some gold. So I'm going to use these as masks. I'm going to mask that bird. I'm going to mask that bird and those people with these bits from yesterday. Okay, and that bird. I mean, it probably could have gold on it, and that stamp. Okay, there we go. All right, gold. You know what we're doing. Let's just have some gold. Oh well, I'm going to do some splatters, and then I'll do some not. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, so Leigh mentioned the fact that someone said that gold was like going out of vogue. I don't know whether she was thinking about me, because I did say, what if one day sometime in the future gold is not, you know, like things go in fads, and sometimes you look at things 10 years later and you go, oh, that's so 80s, or that's so 90s. And so I just made a comment that, oh, what if sometime in the future we look at our gold splatters and we go, oh, that's so 20s. That was what I said. I don't know if Leigh was thinking of that, or whether she heard it somewhere else. That, but at the moment, yeah, I'm not over the gold. So, and you know, I don't always care about what's in vogue or what's in fashion. I tend to be years behind, if at all, with clothes. I'll never forget one of my favourite fashion stories. I was walking through the shopping centre and I had my jeans and my shirt tucked in, because, you know, I'm an 80s girl. I'm from the 80s, I'm from the 70s, from the 60s. We tucked in everything. Everything was tucked in. And my son wasn't walking with me. He was like walking either ahead or behind. I'm like, what's going on? Why don't you come walk with me? He goes, I can't walk with you. I said, why? He goes, can you untuck your shirt? I'm like, what? He says, can you untuck your shirt? It's tucked in. I can't walk with you if your shirt's tucked in. He just couldn't be seen. And he's not really that much of a fashion conscious person, but he couldn't be seen with me because I was, you know, still tucking my shirts in when everybody wore them loose and baggy. You know how I was in the 90s? Maybe the early 2000s, you know, we had our shirts tucked in, we had our tight t-shirts. We didn't wear anything baggy. We never wore anything baggy. And no, he wouldn't. So I untucked my shirt, and then he would walk with me in the shopping centre. He was a teenager at the time, and it's like, I just thought it was so funny. But I was quite happy to, you know, acquiesce. I hadn't even realised or noticed that everybody was untucking their shirt. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, I'm gonna paint some gold on this feather because I've got a brush full of gold and nothing to do. What do I do with it? I'm gonna add it to this feather. Why not? Just playing and having some fun. Yeah, so thanks, Leigh. Always get inspired by Leigh's videos. She always has such great ideas, and she's so, I don't know, quick and easy, and makes it look so easy to do. She really does inspire me because, and you know, make me want to try new things. Do I do that one? No, because if I do that one, I'm going to have to go over there, and that could look a bit odd, so I'm not going to do that one. Anywhere else that could do with some gold? Yeah, I could go mad with the gold. Just put some on this flower. Why not? What else? So yeah, it was a really short video. I finished it at about 30 minutes. Well, it took me an hour to do the project, and but then when you edit out all of the, you know, looking for things and whatever else, I got it down to a half an hour, 35 minutes or something. But now I've added all this in, yeah, it's probably going to be longer. All right, I can't find anywhere else to put that, so I hate wasting things. I'm going to find a another journal. This is my little, oh, I just made a mess. This is my little journal from Leigh. It's already got quite a bit of gold in it. You're not going to be able to see it too well. Not going to be much room here. Oh, I already had gold. I've already got gold in here in lots of places, so probably don't need to add it. I actually went through and I shaded around the outside edges of some of these, or most of these pictures. I just shaded around. Some it worked, some it didn't. Okay, I can put some in, brighten up these little dots, and I might put some in this little flower. Yeah, that'll brighten the flower up a bit, I think. Or it'll make a mess. Entirely possible. Either could happen. There we go. That's done. I'm going to put some bigger splotches on what's left. Alright, that's done. Bring this back in. Alright, okay. Alright, we've finished. I can't touch it too much because of the gold. So 2022 CWP 13, we needed a poem, so I have my linnet poem which I read out at the beginning of the video. I have birds galore, so we've got a bird of peace, we've got a bit of washi tape, we've got a linnet, and we've got bird feathers. Measurement, well, we've got our tape measure. Haven't really got a measurement as such, but since we've got the bonus, it doesn't actually matter. We're good to go. Stitching, real drawn or stamp. We've got real people stitching, have these doilies with embroidery. I used to love doing that kind of embroidery years ago. So we've got the hand stitching or mending. I kept calling it repairing, but you know, when you fix clothes, it's mending, isn't it? I don't know whether everybody else calls it mending. Yeah, oh, and also I stamped the gold stitching around the edge, which I'm not too sure if you can see the gold stitching that well, so I'm going to hold it up. It didn't really show up in my edited version, so thought I might hold it all a bit closer so you might be able to see the stitching better. Now you can see the washi tapes that I added. And the stitching, the late, because there was glare on it too, so yeah, it's hard to get rid of the glare. We go. Now you can see the photograph. Well, it's not a photograph, it's a painting, and that's the one on the other side. Gold stitching. Now it's got big gold blobs. That's okay. Okay, stitching done. Repeated rubber stamping, so we stamped the stitches around the edge. That was the repeated part for me. I also did the gold leaf, which is repeated. Yeah, that was all the stamping, and then the bonus was a portion of an envelope. Well, This was an envelope that had a stamp, you know, already on it, so that was handy. I could use the portion of the envelope that had the stamp, and then I just used some coloured pencil and coloured it in, which I've never done before on page. I'm not too sure I like it or not, but it's done now. Yeah, it's coloured in on both, coloured in all around. So I went around the edges. Instead of shading with a dark colour, I actually shaded with yellow. I don't know, I had the pencils in my hand, I just felt like doing it. I added some yellow to the flowers, and then I watched the video, and I've added some washi tape, some bird washi tape, and some more colourful washing tape. So filled it up. And then the gold splatters, of course, which are there for no reason other than we like gold. And yeah, maybe gold will never go out of fashion. Gold jewellery has never got out of fashion, so maybe gold splatters, maybe Leigh's right, maybe gold splatters will never go out of fashion. Okay, so that's the CWP 13 done. Also check out our collage challenge. We've got February and March already done, so hashtag Collage Challenge Feb and Collage Challenge Mar, M-A-R, and of course we've got our hashtag Collage Challenge April, APR, coming up. So these are the prompts for April. So you've got April prompts 2022 Collage Challenge APR. The videos will all be coming out on the first Wednesday of April, and the co-hosts, of course, are myself and Leigh from Leigh's Art Studio. And the prompts for the April Collage Challenge is to do it in the style of boho, bohemian, bright colours, gypsy, bold, metallics, beads, you know, the kind of thing, purples and that kind of stuff. I've got that theme, time or date. Well, that's because I had, seasons, but for this one, because we've got time or date, you just basically put something, you could put something fast, slow, a clock, a watch, calendar, years. These are just ideas of what you could add in that would be your time or date. Color is red or pink, which is great for boho. We can work with definitely with the reds, any kind of reds, maroons, reddy purples, whatever you think of reddish, or pinkish if you want to go pinkish. I don't really think of pink as boho though, more sort of the deep bold colors. Paper, music paper and pianola paper, either one, or most of us have got both of those or some of those. And if not, there's usually digitals, or you can do what my mum did on one of her collages. She drew her own, just draw lines and draw in music. Image, bird, angel or cherub. So I was kind of thinking of winged things, things with wings. So you could use butterfly wings and add them to a child, and then you've got your kind of angel or your cherub type thing. Marks, outlines or shadows. So just grab a pencil, watercolor, lead pencil, chalk, pastels, crayons, watercolor paints even, anything you like, and just go round and outline. You can either outline the image, but in this case I actually outlined the pieces, but sometimes you can just go, you could go around and you could outline the bird and make him stand out, or like this one, that kind of thing. Shapes, we're having triangles, so any kind of triangle. It can be a monument like the Eiffel Tower is the shape of a triangle, even pyramids. It can be something you've cut out, stamped, anything, you can draw it. Just any kind of triangle. It doesn't have to be the equilateral triangle. It could be an isosceles triangle, whatever that is. And then your swap or bonus is to add in a playing card, a game piece, a puzzle piece, flashcard or bingo card. So basically I was saying anything game related that's sort of paper that you can put on the collage. And so you can add that into your collage if it suits you, or you can swap something out. If you don't want to do time or date, or you don't want to do music paper, you can put in a playing card or a game piece or flashcard or something and swap that out. So you can swap up to 2 items out and put in 2 items of your swap bonus. So plenty of options there. I wanted to make it so that if you didn't have something or you couldn't find something, you could still complete the collage and complete the challenge, and it wouldn't be too difficult. All right, that's our collage challenge. Of course, Leigh and I also have a doodle challenge, which is on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. And the April prompts are out, which I don't have the list in front of me, so please do go check out Leigh's video. She has done the prompts for the April challenge, so, and a video to go with it, so I will link that video in the description box below as well, so that you can check out the doodle prompts for April. Okay, so yeah, all of those links will be in the description box below, and the links to the playlists for all of the channels that have been involved in the Collage Challenge and the Doodle Challenge. There's been some awesome entries into the challenge, and they're all available under the hashtag or under the playlist, so plenty of videos to check out there. Oh yeah, sorry, there's another thing. Check out our Facebook pages. We have, or groups. Leigh and I have both started groups. So Leigh has started the Doodle Challenge, friends of hashtag 2022 Doodle Challenge. So if you're doing doodles, you can post your doodles into that group. And I've started just an overall group, which is just for everybody who does collages or doodles with me in my channel. You can join, or anyone can join the group, and post your own collages, doodles, and any work that relates to art and junk journals with Julie and friends. So yeah, let's see what some of you guys have been doing. I'd love to see your entries and your you know, collages, journals, yeah, anything to do with art and junk journals. So there'll be links for the Facebook groups below as well. Okay, now I've successfully made this video an hour long probably. Sorry about that. It was going to be a short one. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.